Hi and welcome to Bellissima Weddings. So you have booked your appointment, congratulations, with us in room 2, and I thought I would show you room 2 and what to expect. So when you come to the shop, walk through onto this AstroTurf where we have all these lovely tables and chairs, because as a licensed venue we do actually have a drinks license, and we have some lovely tables and chairs to sit outside and plan the rest of your wedding after you've bought your dress, or indeed before your appointment. But when you come to this door, which is the middle door, that's room 2. Ring the bell, because we do have a closed door policy here at Bellissima, which means that all the doors are kept locked. So when you come, ring the bell and your stylist will come as soon as she humanly can get across the carpet to greet you. She'll come and she'll let you in. So once you've been let in, let's go in and have a look at room 2. So as you can see, you have come into the middle of the shop, and this is by far our largest area. So we use room 2 for our larger groups. We can take 4, 5 guests at a maximum, and you'll see when we go through where the seating is why we say that. But you walk into the main body of the shop and your senses are assaulted in a very nice way by a hell of a lot of dresses. So you don't have to worry about looking around those dresses, because you will already have done your wish list before you come in. And if you haven't done that yet, please do that. Use this as your reminder. Make sure you've done your wish list, because we will have printed that wish list off and we have your dresses ready for you to see when you come into store. So that gives you, maximizes your time in our store with us, and you don't have to go around all the dresses, because let's face it, when you look at a big row of dresses like that, it's very hard to know what's going to look great, what doesn't look great, and the shape. That's where we come in. That's a stylist, that's our skill. So we will get you straight through into your appointment. We'll ask you to sanitize your hands, because who doesn't like a nice pair of clean hands? And we'll walk straight through. I'm going to walk all the way through the shop. As you can see, going past lots and lots of lovely dresses. You don't want to get too distracted by the sparkles, because we're going to get you straight into this area. And as you can see now, you can see why we say 4, 5 at a push, because this is the space that we have. So we have a lovely sofa for 2. We've got a couple of armchairs and a little footstool to sit on. And you obviously do need space also for yourself as the bride and your stylist. So we don't want to cram any more than 5, 6, 7 people in one area. So that's why we say 4, 5 at a push. And we never had more than that, even before COVID. So this is nothing to do with that, and everything to do with the space of the room that we have to make sure that it's comfortable for everybody. So we'll ask you and your guests to come in. When you see this little sign on the table with your name on it, and it says area reserved, that is because we have obviously reserved this area for you, and we've sanitized everything. So once it's been cleaned, that little sign goes on there, and we know that's a sign from us to you and to ourselves to know that this area has been sanitized and is ready for the next lovely bride to come and find her dress at Bellissima. So we will also ask you to fill in our little track and trace, which we have been doing all the way through the COVID pandemic, and we will carry on doing for a while, just to self-declare that you and your guests are fit and healthy. And as you can see, this is what the wish list looks like once we've printed it off. We just keep that as a bit of a memoriam, so that we know exactly what you've liked. We have already identified those dresses. We will get cracking trying those dresses on with you, and then we'll take it from there. It doesn't have to be that what you end up liking in the shop is what is actually on your wish list. That's why you've got a stylist involved, because that's where our skill comes in. You can see we always have our lovely little Connacht candles burning during an appointment, and that is just to give a lovely fragrance to the room and to make your memory even more special, because this Connacht fragrance is amazing. One other thing to say about being in this room, that this is the room for Press for Champagne. As you can hear, I hope you could just hear that bell ringing, that actually says Press for Champagne. You don't have to have champagne, there are other things available on the bar menu. So you can order your drinks whilst you're in here, or if maybe if we've said, do you want a drink when you first come in, you say no, and then halfway through the appointment, you don't need to get up, you can just ring for us and we'll come and see what you would like. As I said, with the drinks menu, we are a licensed premises, And so we do have to make it very clear to everyone that children under the age of 5 are not allowed in the building. Over the age of 5, they're welcome as long as they have an adult with them that is quite happy to take responsibility for them and keep them under control. As you probably are aware now, I've walked you through, a bridal shop isn't the most child-friendly environment, and we certainly wouldn't want to be responsible for anybody having an accident, so that's why we make that little rule. So there's your changing room. We will walk you through into here and we will start trying on in this room. We'll normally use this changing room, and we keep that changing room for maybe holding 1 or 2 dresses. Once upon a time we did used to run 2 appointments in this area, but we found it so much nicer and more relaxed just to have 1 appointment going. So we'll only use one of these 2 changing rooms for the entire time that you have your appointment with us. This will be your area. No one else will come in here and no one else will use it. So there you go, that's room 2. We look forward to seeing you very soon at Bellissima Weddings and hope that we find your perfect dress for you.